Hi guys, JB here. Welcome to my camper. This particular camper is just about to go on the market, so if you would like the opportunity to have a really good look at it, get a good understanding of what this camper looks like and the wide variety of ways that you can use it and set it up, well, that's what this video is all about. This particular part I've set up in real time so that you get an understanding as to how quick it is to be able to get yourself set up for 5-6 people to be able to sleep in comfort straight away. So all I've done here is just pull up, unhitch the trailer and pick a relatively level spot, drop down the two back legs, and then I'm ready to fold over the tent, start to pull it into place. And often we have two people doing this, as you can see. I'm only doing it by myself, and that'll give you an idea as to how simple your basic setup is. So most of the time we are arriving at campgrounds late in night, so I like a nice easy setup for the particular first part, so I can get the kids in bed and then we can all wake up and we're good to go first thing in the morning. So I tend not to set up the rear awnings and things like that unless it's raining and I want something over the kitchen, but later on in the video I'll show you how easy it is to set up the rear awning and how quickly that's done. So this camper's got a vinyl tub floor, so I'm completely in the dry when I'm setting up at this stage. So if it's we've arrived late at night and the kids are I don't want to get them wet, I want to just pop them into bed, then I'll do this particular part and they jump in the camper and straight into the sleeping bags and off they go. They're ready to go nine-eyes. Now there is an awning that opens out over the front of this camper trailer, as well as a massive kitchen area at the back. The thing that'll really strike you when you see this is how big it actually is. You can set it up quite simply, and as I say, sleep 5 or 6 people in here at no troubles whatsoever. But then later on, if you want to set up the awning in the kitchen, you've got really entire separate rooms to be able to work with. So this little part's just a little bit fiddly as you sort of push the poles up into place, strengthen things out, and just tighten them all up, kick the floor into place. It's not overly difficult. It's with 2 people, just obviously makes it that little bit easier because you're not sort of jumping back and forth. But even with 1 person, it's really not a difficult setup. The hardest part about setting any of these campers up, and it's the same for every single camper, is how much stuff you got to pack away and such as your bedding and things at the end of the trip. And really, I haven't found a better way than that. But there we go, ready to move in. I put the Oztrail King single mattress in here just so that you can see how much space there actually is. But 1, 2, 3 adults, kids can all sleep in a row. If you want to put a set of bunks in here or anything like that, obviously there's a space for it. This is a real base camping camper. So we've had 10 days in it, been Deathra, down the coast, up in the mountains, Tom Grogan, all over the place, swampy plains, Gee-Hi flats. Everywhere we've been, it's a great place to base camp and go out for the day, do everything you want to do, come back. If it's wet, you've got plenty of room. If it rains a lot, this is the camper where all the kids hang out, and they turn this into complete chaos down here, but they have an absolute ball. We've got a beautiful big mat that goes out on here. I'm happy to throw that in as well, and that just means it's nice and comfortable. We sweep it all out before the end of it. It's always put away clean, and camper has never been packed away wet. The stairs fold away. There's some Velcro that goes on each one of these around here, make it all nice and neat, which we won't be doing today. Let's pull this out, and then of course you've got an awesome table there set up, all ready to go for the family. You've got additional lights that are on the side here. These are great for the kids at night when you just want one little light glowing. They're LEDs, they make no impact on your batteries at all. Including, I've put on gooseneck lights, so in the middle of the night you can just put your thumb on that. Plenty of ventilation in this camper. It's absolutely incredible for ventilation. Behind you there's a window that allows you to, with the plastic cover, have it open in the rain, doesn't leak or anything. You've also got a nice one here which has a privacy screen on the other side, so you can adjust that as you like it. We've got the 4 large drawers. Great benefit of these drawers are that you can entirely pull the drawer out, slide it out when the whole camper is at home, and take all your dirty clothes, wash them, put your sleeping bags, put everything all back into the camper, and your next trip is half packed, which is of course the aim of the exercise. Excellent cross-flow ventilation, of course. When you get the shade and the cool coming through, it gives you an excellent breeze. Up the top here you've also got some screens that allow you to get the condensation out. There are 2 sets of jerry cans in on here as well. So you've got, I have normally a diesel one and 2 lots of water on here. So one of the things that I've done with this camper trailer to make it nice and easy to set up is a series of bands that tell you exactly how this awning is going to fold over to the top and exactly which part goes where. So we match all the ones. The 1, that's a 3, 2, there's another 1. As I said, we've got our tapes to tell us which one's which. So we've got all the 1s, all the 2s, now all the 3s that come together. That's a 4, 3, then we've got our 4 in the corner here, 3 to 4, and of course this one is your 4 to the side. There we go, next part, flip it over and show you how easy that is. Okay, so to flip the top over, it's quite easy. We just take one of these longer poles, just extend it a little bit, give it a clamp, whack it up into this corner, and then it's as simple as pushing it over. And then we'll go through and open it out. You'll notice there's a thermal blanket on top. That makes a massive difference to the temperature during the summer days. Then we just loosely put this nut on the top here. So we've got our first pole corner sitting in there, and it's quite a simple way to just work your way through and across. And as long as you do one at a time and work your way through, you'll find it's dead easy. We'll set this up in just a few minutes. We've just got a loose setup here at the moment, but now it becomes nice and easy to go through and tighten it all up. So just one at a time, you work from one side to the other, just tighten each one. And as you do so, it'll all start to take shape quite quickly. Push this last one in, and you'll start to notice that even the poles that are in the wrong place lift up a little bit as it all starts to take its shape. This corner, there we go, we're not too far off. Having it just about perfect. Done. You've got access to the kitchen at all times. You can pull up on the side of the road and make yourself a cup of tea straight away. So what I've got in here is just a little flame that I use for the barbecue. So I like cooking that out. We very rarely cook in the tent. Normally most of our cooking is done outside. This part simply flips over, and then you've got adjustable legs to put it to whatever size slope you're on. Tray pulls out from here, giving you that secondary position. There's a spot in there for a leg if you happen to want to not hang it on there and just put the leg down, but that's fine. Open up, we've got a 3-burner gas stove that's all good to go. There is a sink with a wash bucket in here as well. Opening back off here, drawers, perfect for all your cutlery. Again, when we get home, we just pull those out, take them inside, wash the whole thing, come back, put them into place, and we're good to go for our next camping trip. Lots of good storage in here indeed. Also have a spare tub with a kettle and a garbage bin in there. This means that we can go and do our washing out when we want to be out and about, not just hanging out under the awning. Now, yet another one of the innovative things that I've done on this camper that's an add-on for myself. It did come with a fridge slide, which is awesome. Comes out a long way, but you get a lot of wasted space here if your fridge has got to be at the front because you can't get into behind here. So I've put a secondary fridge slide in, which allows me to open that right up. Full access to the fridge. You can take the fridge out, whack it down on the ground if you so desire. One feature that I've put into this camper that I nearly forgot to tell you about is all my little hidey holes up in here. So there's a place to be able to keep the axe so it's up and out, safe and out of the way. The broom, you always need a broom of course. Lots of little Velcro straps here so that you can you can make sure that you know, things don't fall out and fall off and whatnot. And one more gooseneck light, which I absolutely love, these gooseneck lights, means that you can just set it up out here by the kitchen without having to set up any major lights or anything like that. Your setup options are pretty much endless, whether you want the full shady area, enclosed wet area. You can see with the screens all up, there's plenty of light and ventilation gets through there, or closed up for the hot or cold days, whatever you need. We just set it up in whichever way we feel is going to suit us best on the camping trip. And if it's inclement weather like this, you can see we've got all the bells and whistles going on there. We've got another water pump outside here. Now you'll notice this isn't electric, and there's a very good reason why I choose not to put electric water pumps on my camper trailer. And that is, the kids go to wash their hands, get distracted, you come back, you've got 90 litres of water sitting out on the ground, you've got nothing to drink for the next couple of days. So I don't like that. So we've got the hand pump there, we have the soap on a rope there to be able to wash your hands. Filler cap is lockable in the top here, and I've also added in an extra set of cigarette plugs, lighters in here. What that means is, kids want to pump up an airbed or something like that, they can do it out here without being everybody taking up the space on the inside. I've enclosed this part here, lockable gas. Well, you see the wash bowl where that lives. So in here I keep all of my gas equipment, or any of the mosquito coils, water pipes, water bags, those sorts of things. Another part that I've enclosed is this part here, and what that has allowed us to do, you've got your charger in here, your DC charger, and as well as all your fuses. I keep all my electrics. There's the lights that go up above the toolbox or above the kitchen area there. I keep them all nice and handy, and do you know what, it's so much easier when you pull up to a campsite 2 o'clock in the morning, which we do quite regularly. Open it up, you know where everything is, makes it nice and easy. The first aid kit is always in here. Someone cuts themselves, we don't have to think where is the first aid kit, we know exactly where it is. Next way along, you've got dual 100 or 120 amp hour batteries. I can't remember which one, 100 amp hour batteries. This is probably one of the simplest and easiest things that I've added to the camper trailer, but this is what makes all the difference. Open this up, of course, porta potty, locked in, ready to go. That means when the kids or the wife needs a quick toilet break, you're up and pull that out, clean it, it's in its own compartment. At the front of the camper trailer, we've also got a massive toolbox. You can see this is still half full from my last camping trip, so I'll give you a bit of an idea of some of the collection we have in here. Tent pegs and guy ropes always go in the front here, makes it easy for me to find. Late at night, get into a routine, it's all good. You've also got lights that are built into this, so of course you can see in your toolbox without having to find a torch, which is the next thing. You've got a Treg hitch on the front here now. Stone guard can be moved forward to these positions here, and you can put another toolbox in beside there, which can be quite handy as a little porta potty hidey in the corner here, if you happen to want to just have that little screened off space. If you can find a better view, well, you know what, you're not going to. It's absolutely glorious, and wherever this camper goes, that's what the view looks like. Unfortunately, it's always that time when you've got to pack up and go home. Probably the saddest part of any camping trip, but I'll just show you in reverse how this works, or how simple it all is. You just start by going through and just slowly dropping down each one of these poles. You don't need to make any dramatic changes, but as you do, you'll notice some won't come down very far until the next one does, because it all holds it into place nicely. So, putting it all away, it's quite a simple process. We just take the corner and lift her up, jump up on the top, and we can pull it all back over. Terry from Central Coast Campers makes amazing canvas for this. We've never had a problem, never a rip or a tear in it. It's just incredible. Yes, we even had a tree fall on the camper and did not even put a hole in it. The famous Moruya incident. If you want shade, bring a tarp. We've certainly learned some lessons. So I hope this video helps you in your decision making if you happen to be looking for a fantastic base camper. So any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Come and have a look at it. It's no problems at all. We'll set it up, go through it. Cheers.